bit bleak for a holiday.
Oh, bleak is relative. Do you know, I once took a poet to Vesuvius during an eruption. He said it was melancholy with grandeur. Personally, I think this place is far more dramatic.
A damn gorge in West Wales.
Devil's Bridge. 3 of them stacked, one above the other.
I only see 2.
Yes, well, that's the thing. There's only 2 right now. The third hasn't been built. At least, not yet.
You brought me here to see a bridge that doesn't exist.
When complete, it will spark a story of bridge building that will reach about a millennium. The first one was built in the 13th century and holds this brilliant legend about it.
And what about the one on top?
Not as far as I know, just that it was built a few centuries after. And I normally know a lot.
Always so humble.
Indeed. But I don't know much about the third bridge either. But the first, oh, what a story. To understand that, you have to start with an old woman, her dog, and the devil.
Odd way to start a story. Carry on.
Long ago, on a dark and stormy night, an old woman needed to cross the gorge with her livestock. I mean, back then you either climbed down, which was exceedingly dangerous, and not possible with cattle, or you took a very long route through mud and hills, and, did I mention, it was in the dark? Not knowing what to do, the woman stood there until it said that the devil itself appeared and offered her a deal. It would build her a bridge across, but in return, it would take the soul of the first being to cross it.
So what did she do?
Tossed a piece of bread. The dog ran straight after it. Bargain held up.
Aw, poor dog. Bet the devil was fuming.
Oh, livid. But it kept its word. That was the deal.
So, what exactly is it then? Just a folktale?
Oh, most likely. But there's always some level of truth in these things. Like, for example, I believe that man can walk on water. When it's frozen over. Who knows, eh?
Do you think the devil's real?
Which one? Different religions have different takes on the devil. And I fought quite a few in my time. For every unknown spectacle, there's always been a scientific justification and explanation to it, even if we just don't know it yet.
You just can't let a fairy tale be a fairy tale.
I can't help it. It's in my blood. Wouldn't you rather know the truth?
That wasn't the river. Surely not.
No, probably just the wind. It is coming up to autumn, so...
Okay. I swear I heard something.
Come on. There's a tavern half a mile away. Nothing says a holiday quite like chatting with the locals.
Alright.
Atmosphere, ale, and awkward glances. The holy trinity of any good pub. 2 lemonades, please. Do you happen to know of any, interesting stories? We're visitors intrigued by the legend of Devil's Bridge.
Many have heard of the legend, but very few actually come here. What persuaded you?
Simple fascination, that's why we came. Beautiful scenery and an intriguing story. Anyway, enough of that. So, what's your name?
I'm Ira, town historian. I'm told I'm a bit of a nutcase when it comes to facts and history.
Not again.
Told you.
I feel like you two are going to get along just fine.
Nice to meet you, but surely it's just a legend. A clever old woman, a loaf of bread, and a dog with more loyalty than luck.
That story's older than any of us. But that's all it is. A story.
Most of it's nonsense. Superstition. Except folks like Neo, who hear wind and think it's whispers.
Yeah? And what would you call 3 men gone in less than 1 month?
People really vanish?
Not vanish. They're taken.
I'm going back to mine. If you want to talk sense, come to visit yours.
I'm sure I will. Thank you for a most intriguing conversation. Sorry, what did you mean? I didn't catch your name.
Nia,
Nice to meet you, Nia. What did you mean, taken?
whatever's under the gorge, you can sense it. It's rumoured that those it speaks to are never seen again. It's the embodiment of evil, the epitome of sin.
You mean the devil? I thought that was only in stories and folklore.
The Devil's Bridge is no simple folklore. It listens. God forbid it speaks to you.
Enough. You want to spook each other? Do it on the cliffs. Some of us have lives to get on with. And I'm sick of hearing it.
Only a fool would go to Devil's Bridge. We live in dark times. I drink your drink, get out of here and get on with your life.
To getting on with life, and to Devil's Bridge.
Do you really think something's going on there?
I doubt it. The townsfolk probably tell it to stop the children from running off. We can go and have a proper look tomorrow.
We're closing soon. Unless you're after a bed.
Yes, please. Two if you've got them. Saves us walking back to the TARDIS this time, doesn't it? Preferably a room without demonic possessions or hauntings.
I don't know about that, but the hard mattresses are included. I'll add it to your slate and you can pay before you leave tomorrow.
Perfect. I think that's enough stories for one night.
It's not just stories though, is it?
You're shaken.
You think?
The stories got to you. They play on uncertainties. That's why stories work.
What if they're not stories?
Then we figure it out tomorrow. In daylight, with logic.
Rooms are at the top. Last two doors on the left. Oh, and don't mind the wind. This place whistles something awful at night.
Wind's good. It's part of the ambience. Thank you.
They really take this stuff about the Devil's Bridge seriously, don't they?
Think about it. If that bridge is bringing tourism to the town, they're not going to downplay or undermine what makes it so infamous, are they?
But for almost everyone we've spoken to be in on it, seems a bit far-fetched, right?
Well, correlation is not causation. I heard that from someone who made me laugh once. Very relevant now, though. We're bumbling tourists to them. Of course they're going to try and scare us.
Still though, it's creepy, I don't like it.
We'll be fine. Think of it as part of the experience. Like living in a horror movie, but minus the danger.
Right. That's not wind.
Evening! Or morning now, actually. I guess you couldn't sleep either.
You scared the life out of me.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. You look ready to stake me with a spoon.
I thought someone broke in. I heard a door slam.
Probably the back one. Or mine. These old taverns breathe like dragons. A gust of wind can wake the floorboards. Here, sit. Come on, Mile.
Thanks. I don't like this place.
That's a fair instinct, I suppose.
It's not just spooky stories. It feels wrong, like something's watching.
Places like this hold memory. That bridge, those legends, they settle in the walls. But that doesn't mean any of it has any basis in reality.
You sure about that?
Oh, I'm always sure. Until I'm not.
If something is wrong, we'll figure it out, right?
Of course. Tomorrow, daylight with logical heads. Nothing sinister survives a good look in the sun. Okay, look. If I start walking on my hands and speaking alien, or worse, Latin, then you can be scared.
Very funny.
Ah, nothing like damp socks and local mistrust to start the day.
I think Alaric glared at me for breathing too loud as you were playing the tab.
It must be part of the cultural charm.
Or maybe he knows more than he let on.
Just keep your eyes peeled.
So you do think something's going on?
If something is, I'm sure it has a perfectly mundane explanation. The wind can sound quite sinister at the right speed, and in the right place.
It doesn't help that it's very foggy.
That's the first one.
Built in the 13th century, limestone and legend. It's held up surprisingly well over the years.
And the second one?
Mid-1700s. More practical, less flair. A sort of stone overcoat for the original.
So the third's not up yet?
Well, not yet, no, but when it is, the myth will just grow. One bridge made by the devil, one made over it, and one built on top of that. Its history stacked like a warning sign. 700 years of building.
Did you hear that?
Stay here. Temporal residue. Mild displacement in ear pressure. Something's passed through recently.
I'm assuming it wasn't an animal.
Not unless squirrels have started time travelling.
It's real, isn't it? The stories. Something's down there.
Something's left something behind. Though what, I don't know.
Feels like it's met us.
It does feel different today.
Yeah, that's not just you. The energy here has shifted. Subtle, but definite.
You think it's the creature?
At least we know now whatever's going on here isn't terrestrial in origin. I want to speak with Ira. She knows more about this place than anyone else could.
Okay, let's go. Didn't she give you her address?
Well, yes, but actually, I'd like you to stay, I think. Watch the bridge and try and keep the locals away. Just observe, and if anything feels off, then note it.
So I'm on watch, do you know?
I'll let you write a field review if that helps. Think of it as your first solo expedition.
You're the only person who makes standing on the bridge in the rain sound like an adventure.
Well, I do my best. I can't believe I'm saying this, but if anything tries to speak to you, don't listen, and whatever you do, don't answer back. I'll be back soon, long before it gets dark. If there's any issues, we meet at the cabin, okay?
Just observe. Right.
Oh, come on, Doctor.
Is someone there? Hello?
You're not like him, are you?
What?
You don't just follow. You think.
Who's talking?
You feel it, all of it. Even when he turns away.
Look, whoever you are, if this is some kind of trick, it's not funny.
I want to help
Help with what?
with what's coming. He hasn't told you, has he? What's building underneath this place? You felt it. The tension.
He's protecting me.
By keeping you here at the bridge. You don't have to do anything. Not now. If you ever want the truth properly, just ask.
Don't talk to the creature,
Question.
don't talk to the creature, don't talk
Anything
to
you
the
want to know.
creature, don't talk to the creature.
That's all.
Oh, come on, Doctor!
Hello. I knew you'd be here eventually.
Guilty.
Word travels fast around here. You stayed up more in one evening than most do in a month. Come in, sit down.
You've been doing your homework. Newspaper clippings, history books, notes, and a map of Aberystwyth.
If the people in charge won't take it seriously, someone has to. Get comfortable. That's everything from the last few years. It started off small, accidents and missteps involving the gorge. But lately, it's been getting worse, with people going missing. Always around Devil's Bridge. Most don't connect the dots, because they don't look.
3 recent disappearances.
Yes. One from here in Aberystwyth, one from Puntawyd, one visiting from Tregaron. All in the last 6 weeks. No bodies, no explanations, no police interest.
And all disappeared while crossing the bridge.
More or less. Always around the bridge. I thought people were falling off the bridge at first, when they travelled at night. But the top layer has stone parapets on the sides, so it shouldn't be easy to fall in.
And the authorities, what exactly are they doing about this?
Putting it down to fear of superstition and people falling into the gorge. But they've yet to find a body. They won't take me seriously. Everyone just shuts down any talk of the place. So seeing you openly talk about it was a lovely breath of fresh air.
I know exactly how you feel. Someone has to speak up. Even if we don't know exactly what's going on. Good on you. There has to be some sort of reason that these disappearances take place around the bridge. Excluding myths, of course. What do we know? Well, we know that the structure's layered. Georgian on top, medieval beneath. But that's covered.
Exactly. The original's still there, just hidden. Under what came after. Same place, same stones. But people are vanishing at the base. Not on the track, nor in the woods. On the bridge itself. Here, and here are where the people are spotted. All different dates. The same stretch. And always alone.
Any pattern to the timing?
I didn't think so at first. But look, 6 days apart. First one on the 2nd of October, next on the 8th, then again 6 days later, the 14th. She goes missing and has been seen since.
And today?
It's the 20th.
A pattern.
That's what worries me. People vanish like clockwork, and no one is listening.
Except you.
I don't believe in devils, but I do believe in evidence. And the evidence says something's wrong with that bridge. I can't help but notice the magic number 6 comes a lot too. Unlucky number if you're a superstitious nutter like Nia.
I've left Kai there watching it.
Alone?
Yes.
Then you need to get back. Whatever it is, if it's going to happen, it'll be now.
Thank you for trusting the facts. Mind if I take these?
Facts don't lie. Of course, I have copies.
Of course you do. If anything else comes up, anything odd, I'll be back.
Stop talking and go.
You stayed longer than you expected.
He trusts me to handle myself. I can wait as long as he needs me to.
Does he? I think you're just another one of his statistics.
Everything about this tells me not to trust you.
You don't have to trust. You only have to listen and request. You've been curious since the first whisper. You've heard it from the start.
What do you want?
The smallest of requests. Do you ever wonder what comes next? You felt it, haven't you? That unease about the future.
What?
I know that you worry about the future. I can see into your mind. Every thought.
A chapter in the story of Kai Hunter.
Only you're running out of pages, and the epilogue is coming up.
I felt off, but
You
that's
depart from this mortal plane, Not now, not today, but soon. Not peacefully, not on your own terms. Kind of death that is noticed by no one but him, and he will be helpless to stop it. He'll try, and he'll fail.
You're lying.
It is not in my best interest to lie. Ask the question, and I'll tell you how to avoid it.
How could you possibly know what happens to me?
I've seen many a mortal perish on the stone. You're but a number to me. You can tell as many people as you wish of what you've been told, but you think they will listen? And unlike him, I will tell you the truth. For a price.
And what would it cost? What would I owe?
We'll get to that. For now, all it will take are simple words. An act of request. You ask, I answer. That is the deal.
You really tell me?
Yes, I'll show you where, when, how, and what to do to survive it.
And what happens if I don't ask?
Then you will never know, and you resign to your fate. When in the nearby future it is, I cannot help you, unless you invite me in. I invite you to make a request. Just say the words. Tell me.
Kai! Don't say another word! There you are. Have you said anything?
I didn't take the offer. I didn't say it. I almost did, but I didn't.
Good. That's all that matters. You're right. That voice, whatever it does, it can't do anything without your answer. It's nothing.
It said I was going to die soon. Badly, and that you couldn't stop it.
It lied. That's what it does. It gets into your fears, not your future. It can't do that.
But what if it was telling the truth?
Then we change it. We rewrite that line.
The seed of doubt is planted.
You've said your bit. He didn't take the deal. That's a loss for you.
Not a loss, a delay.
It said I wasn't like you. That I noticed it and heard things.
Clever manipulation. Praised right before it pulls the rug away. It's not interested in your mind, Kai. Just your consent.
You can't unhear
Do you
me.
think it's tied to the bridge?
Yes, and every disappearance has happened, presumably, when people have tried to make a bargain. I don't know what it does with them, but it proves that there's some truth in the legend.
Can't we ask it anything?
Anything that we outright ask it could be interpreted as a request. It can turn on its head. I suspect it's learnt from the first bargain, and how it was tricked.
It's true that the first request honoured the bargain, and that I carry the loss to this day. But now I let others choose the terms, and craft their own undoing.
Does it choose specific people, or is it random?
Ira found a pattern. We looked into the missing cases. 6 days between every reported disappearance. They were always locals, always alone, and always crossing the same way.
And it needs them to feast? Or is it just pure cruelty?
If you believe one thing from me, time, believe this. Those people are gone. They were mine. There's nothing left of them other than memories. Scraped clean from time, like they were nothing. You think it evil? Well, I call it poetic justice. They begged for answers, for bargains, for love, for power, for second chances. And I gave them exactly what they asked for. Take the man who asked for wealth. I gave him all the gold he could wish for, sealed in his lungs, pouring through his veins, drowning in riches before dispersing him across the land. Or the woman who wished for love. I gave her a man who clung to her too tightly, and she couldn't let go until she'd stopped breathing. What's left can be found beneath the gorge. Best of all was the man who wished to never feel pain again. He watched as I slowly compressed him into an atom. All he could do was watch as his bones snapped and flesh tore apart, all of it painless. Eventually I did let him go, but by then there was nothing left. All I ever did was listen to their requests and fulfill. Every wish met.
and I nearly gave my request.
I dread to think what might have happened if you had. Come away, Kai.
You'll be back, Time Lord.
So it's not just a voice, it is the bridge.
More than that, it's bound to it. Fused with the structure, or inhabiting it. It slipped up once before, if the legend is to be taken as fact.
That thing, it nearly had me. It knew things, personal things.
That's the bait. It reads the cracks in people, then fills them with fear. Or false hope. Classic preying on vulnerability. Tricks you into thinking you have the power by waiting for you to open the door.
And if you don't?
Well, then you walk away with an overwhelming sense of temptation. The ones who vanished didn't. They made the deals, said the words. Can't really blame them though. Poor souls.
So how do we stop it?
We can't beat it with force. That's not how the creature works. But I think it's got one fatal flaw.
Its ego.
Exactly! You heard it! The moment we dismissed it, it couldn't help itself. It had to speak up.
It wants credit.
I think it needs it. It's like the bridge itself was just its way of saying, look at me! The legend turned into its prison, but the bridge represents to it how it lost the first bargain all those years ago.
So we pushed that, forced it to establish itself as part of the bridge.
Yes! That's its pride! But it's also its chains. The legend is protective because it was never clear. The devil appeared, the devil tricked, never the devil is or was. It's never established where it came from or where it went afterwards.
So we need it to establish itself in reality as part of the bridge again?
Precisely!
So what do? Walk back and start taunting it?
No, not taunting, provoking, undermining it. We disrespect it about the one thing it wants. Recognition over the bridge. Make it feel small, forgotten, a relic. And wait until it breaks.
How do we get it to say what we need?
Oh, we'll think of something. It was beaten once, and it can be again.
And the moment it admits it, what then?
I will speak the terms. No opportunities for any last loopholes or ways to catch us out. The third span closes the myth, seals the deal. It binds itself under the weight of its own vanity. We do not get to undo it once it gets that far.
Poetic.
It's fitting, really. It feeds on language, so let it be buried by its own words.
What if it really was telling the truth about the people it's taken? That they're gone?
Then we honour them by making sure that there are no more. I have a nasty feeling that was the one sole truth it told us. Come on, let's go play with its ego.
We're really doing this then?
Just be careful of what you say.
Back again so soon?
Oh, we couldn't possibly stay away. We've been thinking, talking.
How curious. After all your warnings, you return.
You're not as scary as you seem.
Yet you dare not speak to me alone.
We realised something. You're not dangerous because you're powerful. You're dangerous because you're desperate, forgotten, buried.
Yet here you are.
Oh, only because we pitied you and your ego.
That story, the old woman, the dog, it made you a joke, a punchline at the end of a folk tale.
It is true, I underestimated humanity when I first arrived.
Exactly. You lost, and you can't stand that. So now you wait for pleas, lonely voices in the dark. You're a bridge troll!
You misunderstood me entirely. I do not wait. I listen. I choose.
Really? Because from where we're standing, you sound like someone who got tricked once and never recovered.
That was not trickery. It was ambiguity of speech, a game of terms, and even the bargain was held up. I am feared not only here, but in almost every religion this forsaken rock.
Oh, I'm sure you tell yourself that. But with the legend, you're not feared. You're laughed at.
Do you think I care for the mockery from peasants and poets?
Yeah, that's the problem. You care more than anything.
You're wasting breath. I know the shape of provocation. I have had centuries to ponder over the happenings of that day. Speak your insult, then leave.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of insulting you. That would imply you had relevance. Call yourself the devil. Almost every ancient evil I have faced goes by the same name. The devil, Satan, the Prince of Darkness, Lucifer, Abaddon, Balaam, Beleth, the fallen angel. You're all the same. Just an extraterrestrial using religion as a weapon.
But we could use your help. If you've got anything left to offer.
You test. You seek to define. But I was never defined. I was born unnamed. I'm not in your books, or your sermons, or your science.
Right, because if you were, we'd know where to shelve you. Instead you lurk, hide, drape yourself in mystery, because clarity would undo you.
I have lived empires. I lived long before I was confined to this bridge. I've walked amongst kings, fed on their regrets. I was there when the first foot crossed this gorge. I'm the reason the bridge endures. Now, it breaks. Entropy takes its course, weakening its hold.
Oh, that's the best part. The thing you bound yourself to, the bridge. It kept growing. New layers, new stone. People forgot what's beneath. You're a monument to your own humiliation.
I am the foundation. They build upon me, not above me. This top layer only covers the original. It does not replace it. Nothing can undo my work here. I forbid it.
Then why do you need us to speak to you? Why the rules, the bargains? If you're so powerful, why do you beg?
Be careful with your tongue, child. I do not beg. I invite. I offer. And when the request is spoken, I oblige. Magnificently.
But never without an audience. Never without acknowledgement. What is your goal here? Freedom? Revenge? Recognition? All of the above?
You believe yourself clever, Doctor. We both know this is an orchestrated act of false confidence. You will not get away with it this time. With every request granted, I grow stronger and become closer to breaking out of my hold.
You talk like a god, but you beg like a fraud. You are only as powerful as those tragic enough to let you in.
You pity yourself louder than anyone I've ever met.
I've been insulted by men greater than you, and buried in legends by those who thought they could contain me. Now I hold the power. Let us not forget you, brave little Kai. You fear for him, Tyrant. You should, because I don't just predict his end. I could compose it. A final moment so precise, so pitiful, that it echoes long after your TARDIS has brought it. And the beauty is, all I need is his voice. One request, one crack, slip of the tongue, nothing more. I'm not part of the myth. I am the myth, the legend, the architect, the reason this bridge stands. They cannot erase me.
He's getting close!
So go on then. Tell us. Shout it out. Tell the gorge. Tell the stone. Tell your audience. Tell me. Who are you?
Kaido!
I am the first and final builder of this place. It matters very little what happens in between. I am the mortar that bound the fear to the earth. I am the eternal architect of Devil's Bridge.
Wait! That's it! You've done it!
Now what?
Now, we run! Come on, off the bridge!
No! You dare to vie me with my own addressing. You twist the rights. I reject my holding over this rock. I reject. You cannot triumph fate, and you will become one with the cold kiss of death, Kai. And you, Doctor, you will bear witness. Are my forsworn words? I deem it so!
What's happening?
It named itself. It bound its own legend. You made a request for it to name itself, which it did. And then, with a perfect case of poetic justice, it truly became the eternal architect of...
What is that?
the third, or should I say, Devil's Bridge. All that power to conjure up the materials needed, and to manipulate that matter into such a bridge. It was powerful. We can't deny that.
It's gone.
Bound again. Eternally this time. Well, in theory, anyway.
That thing, it was so confident. I thought we were helpless at one point.
Because it thought it won. It was proud. Too proud to see what we were doing. And it didn't see past your thinly veiled request.
But I didn't make a request?
Well, technically you did. Remember, you asked it to speak its truth aloud. It could have backfired, and I mean, horribly. I mean, you heard about those other victims. You could have let it in. But it couldn't resist the bait. Its ego was stronger than its instinct.
So, I tricked the devil by letting it trick itself without even knowing?
Always the best kind of victory. It didn't realise it was a trick because you didn't know yourself.
And the third bridge? It just appeared? Look, it's amazing. 3 bridges, one on top of the other.
The first bridge holds its shame. The second, its silence. And now this one, the third, it's vanity.
So, that's it?
That's it. The legend of Devil's Bridge is complete. More information about history obtained. I love a good resolved tale. No unanswered questions.
I don't know about the last bit. I'm full of questions.
We can discuss on the way back. I think a well-deserved lemonade is in order. Or maybe a cheeky shandy.
Drinks are on you again. So you're telling me barely anyone questions the existence of the third bridge popping up all of a sudden?
Not really, no. I mean, people do talk about it, in social circles, but it's never officially discussed. It's just sort of always assumed to have been naturally built by workers around the turn of the century. When we get back to the TARDIS, right, Google the third bridge. There's no photos or sketch plans of it mid-construction because only us were there.
What becomes of the third bridge?
Well, I mean, over time there are minor repairs and adjustments to it, but nothing major, I don't think. That's as far as my memory goes on this topic, but given that it's made of solid steel and rock, it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
And what about me? It said I would die soon and that you would fail to save me.
It would have told you anything just to get you to make a bargain, Kai. Remember those who fell for it. That could have been you. I wonder what cruel fate one gets for asking of knowledge of one's death.
It offered me the chance to change the future too, so that I didn't have to die so soon.
Even worse, imagine if it turned you into a rock on the bridge. No sensory organs, just constant awareness. Trapped for eternity, unable to die. Or maybe indeed it changes the future so that it could kill you there and then thus granting you knowledge of your death as it happens. That's the sort of thing I imagined it would do. Poetic irony.
As long as you're certain, Doctor.
I promise I will do everything in my power to keep you safe, and if you ever want to go back, I could take you back any time.
I don't really want to go back home, though. These adventures they've been some of the most exciting moments in my life.
How about we go on a holiday? A pure shut your brain off and chill break. I know the perfect place. The Eye of Orion in the Persephone Spiral. You'll love it.
Sounds like a plan. As fascinating as history is, I think I need to spend some time in the present after all of this.
Oh, I agree. I could do with a trip there anyway and to catch up with... Hey! You okay? Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Hello again. He managed to save you then.
Just in time, yeah. I dread to think what could have been.
Well, there was a massive earthquake earlier on, and I assumed the worst had happened. I went over there to see what had happened, and there was a third bridge, with 3 bridges stacked on top of each other. Can't quite comprehend it, really. Where's it come from?
Well, I wouldn't bother speaking of this to the locals. They won't believe a word of it anyway, but, it was true.
What was?
The creature calling itself the devil. It was the bridge. Over time, it had eroded away its prison and was making deals with people. If they struck a bargain with it, it would trick them and deliver a rather nasty ending. Those people in the newspaper, it was them. But you can't report any of this. Imagine the likes of Nia finding out. Just know the legend of Devil's Bridge has been fully resolved, and with a lovely tourist attraction to boot.
One last thing. Was it the devil? I mean, the devil is ancient, millions of years old. Surely it can't be the devil itself.
Everyone, have you seen? Witchcraft! It's the work of the devil. He's watching us all. Dig out your Bibles.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm dying for a holiday. Hurry up and finish your drink, would you?
Yes, right. Well, that was lovely. It has been splendid to meet you all, especially you, Ira. I wish you the best of luck with everything. Someone in this town has to be the historian, and there's no one better than you.
Are you listening? A third bridge has sprung from the underworld. I think it's a metaphor for entrapment.
So you're travellers? Just passing through looking for stories, eh?
Stories are what life is all about. Exploring the universe while we can and all that. I highly recommend.
Well, have fun on your travels, you two. Best of luck with everything.
I'm sure I'll see you around.
Oi! You still haven't paid for your drink?
So, holiday, Eye of Orion. You'll love it there. Total tranquility.
Oh, sounds amazing. How soon can we get there?
Oh, in this thing. Well, it is millions of light years away, so I'd say a solid 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. Oh, some peace and bliss.
Well, I mean, some might say that that's a little bit boring, but each to their own, I suppose.
While we're travelling, can the TARDIS listen to broadcasts from Earth across time by any chance?
Of course it can, with the right tuning. Broadcasts are just signals, and the TARDIS can tune into any frequency. Why?
It's really random, but when I did history for my GCSEs, we studied Britain between the end of World War I and the start of World War II. And one of the last things we learnt was that they shut off BBC TV quite abruptly. Being the nerd I am, I asked if we could watch it, but the teacher said that the broadcasts back then were not able to be recorded. So, I guess you can say it was lost to time. But I still want to listen to it. Is there a chance we could?
Oh, we absolutely can. Let me just patch it in before it starts. England, Alexandra Palace, 1st of September 1939, midday. Here we are.
Good afternoon, Britain. This is BBC Television broadcasting live from
This is actually it.
The time is 12:04 in the afternoon on the 1st of September.
Is that her? Jasmine
By
Bly?
order of His Majesty's government.
Indeed it is. As the last voice on TV till long after the war.
Definitely suspended. Radio will continue to bring you news, music, and stories to carry us through the difficult days ahead. And one day, when peace finds us again, these cameras will flicker back to life. So until peace returns, we say goodnight.
Huh? That's not normal static.
Seeing you again soon.
That's just vintage TV sound, isn't it?
Not the words bleeding through. That can't happen.
Isn't it probably just mixed signals from other programs or, something like that?
Didn't they teach you that there was only one TV channel back then? The BBC had a monopoly on TV until round about the mid-50s. This is completely abnormal. It's like something's hijacking it? Leeching off the signal? I swear we will go to the Eye of Orion, Kai. But we have to fix this.